Welcome. You are tuned into ImpactQA's webinar, AI-driven performance engineering for SAP S/4HANA systems.
Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today for this exciting webinar, AI-driven performance engineering for SAP S/4HANA systems, where we'll be exploring how artificial intelligence is transforming the way we manage, optimize, and scale SAP environments. We're thrilled to have two fantastic speakers with us today who bring deep real-world experience to the table. Nagarjuna Edda, Associate Director of Performance Engineering at ImpactQA, and Deepak Kashyap, DevOps Manager at Nordic Naturals. They'll be sharing actionable insights on how AI is not only enhancing system performance, but also helping teams proactively manage performance risks and automate critical processes for maximum efficiency. So once again, thank you for being here. We're looking forward to a highly valuable session, and we'll leave time at the end for Q&A, so feel free to drop your questions in the chat as we go. And with that, let's dive in. Over to you next.
Oh, thank you very much. Hello, everyone. This is Nagarjuna Edda. I'm an associate director at ImpactQA, and I manage performance engineering and monitoring team. So I have a rich experience in the area of performance engineering, wherein I have performance tested various kinds of application in various domains. And SAP S/4HANA is one of the main area that I have done performance testing in. So this is my introduction. I'm going to hand it over to my peer, that is Deepak. Deepak?
Thanks, Max and Gab. My name is Deepak, and then I'm working as a DevOps manager at Nordic Naturals. I'm the guest speaker for this webinar. Thank you for having me here. And then, we'll be diving more into the AI-driven performance engineering for SAP S/4HANA systems at this webinar series. And then, happy to coordinate with you, Max. Thank you.
Okay, so guys, let's get started. So today, the agenda for our webinar is, first point, why artificial intelligence for SAP S/4HANA? Second topic that we'll be looking in is intelligent automation in SAP by using artificial intelligence. Third point is predictive performance management. Then we are going to take AI-powered testing and quality assurance. Fifth point will be strategic business impact because of AI, challenges of implementing AI and how to overcome them. Next point is maximum return on investment with AI, and the final thoughts and Q&A sessions. So this is what we will be today covering in our webinar. Let's move forward. Intelligent automation in SAP. In today's fast-paced digital landscape, SAP S/4HANA serves as a backbone of enterprise operation, managing critical business process across financial, supply chain, customer management, making its performance optimization crucial for maintaining competitive edge and ensuring seamless business operations. The inherent complexity of SAP system, integration with other systems, and sheer amount of data generated can make performance engineering a challenging task. Artificial intelligence is helping performance engineering to solve all these problems. Today's webinar, we are going to explore how artificial intelligence powered solution can proactively detect performance bottleneck, enhance system scalability and automation with the SAP S/4HANA environment. Now, you can see the key takeaways that we have here. The first one is automated repetitive task. So automated repetitive tasks through AI. All the repetitive tasks like data entry validation, regression testing across SAP models can be automated intelligently using artificial intelligence. The machine learning models can recognize the pattern in the test cases and auto-generate scripts and adapt them in the SAP environment. This ensures that we not only save time, but also free up the testers to focus on more strategic, high-value activities. Similarly, streamlining workflow using intelligent scheduling. Intelligent scheduling algorithm can prioritize test execution based on system use patterns, risk profiles, and business priority rather than running all the test scenarios. So this particular activity will optimize will leads to reduce test cycle, better resource utilization, and improved test coverage. The other one, apply AI to accelerate financial closures. Financial closure process in SAP are complex and time consuming. AI will help to identify the financial data, ensure compliance across modules, and automatically flag anomalies in real time. By automating validations and reconciliation testing, we can dramatically shorten the cycles and reduce manual effort and increase the accuracy of the financial reporting. The other one is the realistic load simulation. By looking into the historical data, artificial intelligence nowadays can identify the user behavior, transaction pattern, and help in identifying the workload model, which will be more realistic and user friendly. The other one is understand how AI transform SAP performance engineering. AI shift SAP performance engineering from reactive to proactive and predictive optimization, addressing issues before they impact user. By analyzing the real-time system data and user behavior, AI enables smarter load testing, auto-tuning of resources, and faster root cause analysis. This transformation leads to more realistic and SAP what you call resilient to the SAP system, shorter life cycle, and a significant improvement to the user experience. The last one is anomaly detection. AI monitor can detect anomalies in real time during performance testing or during production operation. These include unexpected spikes in the response time or unusual memory or CPU consumption in the application, serve as HANA DB. So these things are very much into the intelligence aspect of automation in the SAP. Now we are going to move to the next slide.
So, okay, so the next slide talks about the smarter testing in QA. And if there is one slide to remember, it's this one. The key pointers here are like the AI enabled, the repeated text execution, the early detection, of defects before user impact. That's what we call it as shift left. And the continuous testing across system updates. And that's pretty critical. So AI can automate your SAP operations, simulate realistic loads, and deliver self-healing test automation, and even reduced unplanned downtime with predictive maintenance. And that's pretty critical in today's world because nobody likes a downtime. And the best part, these benefits translate directly to time savings, risk reduction, and better business outcomes. Yeah. Next slide. So the user experience powered by AI. So currently, the conversational interfaces have been across through SAP Joule. SAP Joule is available with the latest SAP S/4HANA Edition 2023 and above. And we also have context-aware personalized recommendation for users, which talks about like, our key area, like the QA part, with conversational interfaces with SAP Joule, testing becomes more natural and intuitive. And AI also helps deliver personalized, context-aware recommendations, which means test adapt as the system evolves. So you can get more accurate testing aligned with how real users interact with the system. Yeah. Next slide.
Now, this one talks a little bit more into the execution part of performance engineering. AI performance engineering, realistic load simulation. Now, realistic load simulation is traditionally done by analyzing the historical data. The historical data contains user behavior, transaction pattern, system logs to generate more realistic and dynamic user-centric load pattern. AI nowadays is generating all these data, and by going through this data, the workload pattern which is created is more user-centric rather than just relying on any previously planned scenarios like 100 concurrent users or 200 concurrent users. Nowadays, with the data we have to support our user load pattern, we are more having the realistic scenario coming in. The other one is predictive scaling. AI leverage historical data and usage pattern to predict when issues are likely to occur. This allows team to take proactive action. This is one of the key features that they are bringing as part of AI implementation, that they are able to predict what kind of issues will be happening in coming future. All tools nowadays has this particular capability of predictive scaling and predictive what you call predictive scaling feature. The other one is simulate SAP specific scenario. By integrating tools with APM, by integrating performance testing tool with APM tools, we are now able to bring SAP specific scenarios by looking into what kind of scenarios are used during a specific time of the day or during a specific period of the year. So this is one of the important one. And last, reflect real SAP usage during the peak events, that is month-end closures. So financial closure process in SAP are complex and time sensitive. By automating validation and reconciliation testing, we can dramatically shorten the testing cycles and reduce the effort of the resources. Moving down to the next one. Now, this particular slide talks about what are the key tools in this area which are using AI capabilities. Now, Dynatrace with Load Runner. Dynatrace has a Davis engine. Now, this Davis engine identify the Davis engine goes through the historical data and identify the user behaviors, and then it helps us in developing a workload pattern. This particular capability of Dynatrace, we can generate load profiles which are more realistic, as it has a capability where it can give us a user session analysis based on which our workload pattern can be developed, which is like more realistic. Similarly, we have Tricentis NeoLoad. Tricentis NeoLoad has the capability of creating a workload pattern which is more realistic. It has all the capabilities to mimic the real world scenarios. Apart from that, this particular tool has the capability to automate all the new technologies that are implemented right now in SAP. And this tool has the capability to integrate with other important tools like SAP Solution Manager to simulate the business process flow and the transaction specific on the application. The third important tool is Load Runner. Load Runner also has the capability and it has the integration with all other third-party tools wherein it can bring the data and generate the real-time user situations, and it has the capability to support all the new technologies that are implemented in the Load Runner. Moving down to the next slide. This slide talks about AI in anomaly detection. All the monitoring tools can detect the anomalies in real time during performance testing or production. Till now, we used to do performance testing, and we used to identify later after execution what kind of issues are identified during the testing. But now, with AI enabled in the tools, these tools have the capability to identify the anomalies during the execution, during the real time. As the execution is under progress, the tools are so smart that they can identify the spikes and they can identify the scenarios that will or that may create a user that may create an issue during production. So this particular anomaly detection is right now embedded in majority of the tools that is available. So for example, load runner has the capability of anomaly detection. So load runner, which integrates with AI ML algorithm, analyze the real time data, and it flags the abnormalities. As soon as it find any abnormalities, it create a particular matrix, and it shows as part of that matrix the anomalies that were seen during the execution. So during the execution, load runner tool will baseline all the results. As soon as it see any spikes, it will create an anomaly matrix, and it will provide all the alerts and the details, like what kind of SLAs got breached, and those information will be provided there and then at the time of execution. So this is one of the important feature that got implemented as part of AI in LoadRunner. Similarly, in NeoLoad also we have this NeoLoad Smart Analytics. This particular utility compare multiple test execution using AI and flag the changes in the KPI like response time, throughput, and error rate. So for example, if we are doing load testing in multiple builds, it keep all the historical data, and as and when you run the new test, it will take the previously run baselines and compare with the current test, and any anomalies, it's going to highlight that. Going down to the next slide. Predictive analytics for SAP. AI can continuously analyze performance test results and suggest optimization across code, database, infrastructure. For example, like during the execution, it can tell what are the queries that are taking more time. It can identify the queries and it can give you the actual time taken by those queries. Or it can look into your infrastructure and recommend an auto scaling policy for the application. Similarly, the tools that are available in the market like LoadRunner, when LoadRunner integrate with other APM tool like Dynatrace, combined together, they can give this particular capability of predictive analytics, saying that okay, during the load we need to auto scale, or we need to have queries betterly written, and all those things. Moving down to the next slide.
Okay, so common challenges, it's a strategic, oh, sorry, a strategic impact of AI in SAP. So let's step back and look at the strategic impact of all of this, you know. So AI help optimize both human and system resources. Decisions are faster and more informed, and SAP systems become more adaptable and agile. But this isn't just IT efficiency, you know, it's the business agility, faster time to market, and better user experience and more reliable operations. But of course, you know, there are challenges. So we'll talk about in the next slide. So common challenges in implementation. So we like these are some of like the top three highlighted challenges, but how we can overcome them. So with many times poor data quality, integration issues with legacy systems, and concerns around compliance and security, you know, these journey isn't without its bumps. Adding to that, the shortage of AI skilled professionals and high upfront cost, and the road to AI adoption can look daunting. But the answer isn't to delay, it's to start small, like to start with embedded AI tools from SAP, focus on high impact use cases. So these are the key areas that I will be talking in my next slide. Yeah, so starting with the the investment of like the use cases with anomaly detection, invest in upskilling your teams. This is how you can create long-term value with AI. So prioritize high impact use cases. Most importantly, investing in upskilling your teams and tightening data governance. And to truly benefit from AI, it's aligned with the long-term goals. So the first thing we have to do is think about automating our SAP migration. We have those activate methodology that talks about like the SAP migration, the greenfield implementation, brownfield implementation. So we can think about what are the low hanging fruits to automate, and then the optimization of workloads and overall focus on the operational efficiency. Because the goal isn't just savings, it's the continuous improvement, greater reliability, and scalability at the end of the day. Yeah. Next slide. So to sum it up, so AI brings precision, proactivity, and performance. It reduces the manual effort, aligns testing with real world behavior, and helps ensure our SAP systems are not only running but thriving. And with these points in mind, I believe we can improve the efficiency, the overall, and achieve our goal. Yeah. Thank you.
Coming down to the final slide, guys. So AI bring precision and proactive to SAP performance. So you have seen how AI historical data and analytics and the analytics during the runtime is going to bring proactive precision. It reduces manual effort and boosts reliability. So all the repetitive activities it reduces, and by automating those repetitive activities, we are going to free our manual resources for better utilization. And the last but not the least, align testing with real world SAP usage patterns. So by looking into the historical data, we know now we have the data backing saying that what kind of scenarios are used more and what kind of like load pattern is used more. We can use that kind of data to build our workload patterns and test more realistics. So this is what we just want to bring onto the table as part of AI enablement for SAP applications.